Yeah.
And now we're recording.
All right. So, you have technically seen a bunch of shit that's been going on with the situation going on with I'm apparently a pedophile and all this. I'll give you my opinion on this. My name is Smug. I'm the guy who's been accused of being a pedophile. Yeah, I'm not a pedophile. I am 15 years old, and I can show you why. The whole fucking situation has been going on with a pretty childish guy named lacreatura16. Yeah, if you want more specific, Kate Stevenson. Now, if you do not understand what has been going on is I have been basically been accused of being a pedophile when this dude is just fucking all the time going on my dick. I grew up just being like this mentally unstable and autistic as fuck. So the reason why all of this has been going on, and he's explained like what I am childish, I take jokes seriously, I'm rude to everybody, and all that shit, is because it's out of my control. Despite the fact that he has also been faking his shit to me, so like schizophrenia and paranoia, because I actually suffer from schizophrenia and I actually have paranoia. This guy has done the actual opposite. What I mean by that is because lacreatura has been forcing, you know, just basically telling me like when he was schizophrenic or doing excuse of being schizophrenic when it was like a random ass time. Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed. But this is not the only thing he has done. So back in 2022, I think, or 2023 actually, I used to be friend with this guy on a Discord server. So fucking VTuber server named Chiscorn. Now, the thing why this will maybe confuse you to ask yourself, oh, what does this have to do with anything? I'll tell you what. Chizu was a VTuber that has been basically, she's trans. That's cool. But here's the thing. lacreatura is Christian. And Christian people are supposed to respect trans people and like gay people, and basically we're brothers. We're all the same. It's the complete opposite for lacreatura. Lacreatura would be the kind of guy who would have mentioned, forcing people to believe in Jesus Christ, the Lord, and just thinking that therapy does not exist for him. None of this shit exists. Everything for him is just the Lord. It's just gonna fucking cure his depression. But the thing is, I've been manipulated by this guy, forcing me to believe in Jesus Christ and shit. I am personally an atheist, most likely also a satanic person. Now, for Christian out there, I'm truly sorry, but I still have respect for you guys. You're nice people. Dude, let's make this a comparison. lacreatura is an Australian person, or should I say, New Zealand person who is British, but yeah, for people who are New Zealand are offended by me calling you Australian, sorry about that, but I gotta fucking go for that. Here's the thing. lacreatura has been accusing me of course, being a pedophile when I'm 15 years old. Motherfucker, you're 20 years old and you do not realize that you are an adult. My dad is Catholic Christian, right? And the thing is, he's a real Christian. He would have never forced me into believing into that Jesus Christ bullshit, or no, like never like talk on my back about the fact that I'm trans, or even if I was gay. My dad would be fully supportive to this, and at this point would be happy for me to have a good life and love my choices. But instead, what you do is the complete opposite. So what I mean by that is you talk on my back, say like what I'm gay, and that you don't like the fact that I'm gay. Okay, and apparently that I'm a pedophile and all that shit. The fucking thing is, what pisses me off is that you have a brain of a monkey. You are fucking 5-year-old, my guy. You are not 20 years old. You have been making such intensive accusation on the fact that I'm a pedophile, apparently, when you do not realize that I am 15 years old, and at a 15-year-old, I do not have the age of consent to be a pre-adult, which the age of consent in Canada is 16. Okay? And the thing is, if I was a pedophile, I would be 20 and I would be mentally unstable. At the amount of mentally unstable level that I am, it's really not that bad. So, if you think about it, I am not a pedophile, and I cannot be a pedophile because I'm a minor. Compared to you, you are a pedophile. You have been doing so many raping jokes of accusations, and I've also been doing quite a few jokes on, grooming minors and so on and on, thinking that it would be really funny. No, it's not funny because in 2024, I don't think that it's a funny humor thing to do. And here's the thing, okay? I don't fucking agree with the fact that um, just Christian people should not be allowed to respect trans people. Christian people should be allowed to respect a bunch of everybody. But this guy personally has been deciding this to himself. Say, like, what I cannot be trans and I cannot be gay and lying basically to my back, saying what I'm gay, I cannot be gay, cannot be trans, and all that shit. If I was satanic, he would never talk to me again. Well, here he is now, ruining my life. What do you gotta say to this, Paragonist or whatever?
Well, pagan arsonist, I myself have been manipulated into almost killing myself with a gun. With I have had a Glock 17 powered by CO2, and to him isolating me, which I will get on in a further note. Well, basically, at the time when I talked to him, I was mentally weak, really, really weak. Some days I just didn't want to live anymore. I just couldn't. I was tired and frustrated, and I was trying to have fun, be with my friends, enjoy the time, and every time I tried to speak out about my opinion, every time I stuck my neck out from the sand, I just got kicked on the head. He literally told all the people to block me, remove me as a friend, ignore me, and he did this relentlessly. Even when I was cutting myself, he knew of the fact that I was cutting myself and told the people to not tell, like not say anything to me. Do not react. Do not say anything to me. Act as I am not there. I am not worth being human. I am not worth any recognition of friendship that was there before. Completely inhumane treatment. And this, with a big spiral of declining mental health, is not good for anyone. And I had a really big breakdown one day and basically almost died because of Creature. I almost killed myself fully with my sport gun that I used for like shooting sports. The doctors said the only thing that saved me was the angle of me holding the gun. It went up from the roof of my mouth, up like to the part of my nose, because I was shaking when I held the gun, and I was my body was shaking. I had tears, I had cuts on my arm, and I literally, if it wasn't like for my nose being there, it would have just gone like basically through my like if there wasn't like this part of the skin from the nose and bone, it was basically would have the rest of the bullet, the squished part would have been in my nose hole right now, because humans have like a hard part of the skin in front of the nose, in front of the bone. Yeah, and it is basically the only reason why I like didn't have it like in my in my nose hole, basically coming blood coming out of my nose hole and everything. It was
Hmm.
they had to like stitch up almost inside my nose a bit, and in the roof of my mouth still has like a bit of a scar, and I have lost a bit of my how do you say it, a bit of my taste on my tongue because of this incident. And I when I like did this, my family came in and they saw me basically bleeding from my mouth on the ground, literally gasping for air because I was almost choking on my own blood.
Attempted to suicide but failing, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for that. Anything else?
And he basically just used me as a tool to promote Christianity to my friends, which is complete and utter bullshit.
That's what
Christianity,
fake friends does.
yeah, because I was fully on the fucking Christian idea. He even got Kiwis into it, and Kiwis is one of my friends, and it's horrible because Kiwis has always had a rough, how do you say it, has always been more of a emotional person and a bit more gullible than the others because he normally isn't that big on like being social in real life, and that's completely fine. And Lacreature has used his manipulating to get him over to be Christian, which he wasn't before, and to basically turn his whole idea of the world around. And personally, I think Christianity is complete and utter bullshit. You can debate me all you want, but the
Yeah.
facts are facts. The Christians call themselves like bringers of peace, the religion of peace, when they only destroyed paganism and all. They didn't destroy paganism fully. It still exists nowadays, but they destroyed almost every single Viking grave and almost every single monuments of paganism. They destroyed it. They pillaged and destroyed it fully.
I can understand why this has been like making us really fucking angry because despite the fact that I am trans myself, I don't think that Christianity should be fucking thing to be forced about. The creature has been forcing me, manipulating me as well. From what I know, because I didn't understand what manipulation easily was at the time. Still to this day, I don't really easily understand, but now I know a little better. Um, Forcing me into believing in Jesus Christ stuff just to save my life when my mental health was really not going well. Let me give you an example. So back in the day, I used to date a Jewish person. Yes, I used to be gay, right? And that Jewish person was not really attached to me, so was not really like open into being in a relationship with me. As I understood that as hate, basically, I attempted suicide on overdosing myself with pills. My parents took me to a hospital and checking up myself because see if the pills have an effect in a dissolvement on myself to see if I should go to a hospital, and so I did. Coming back from a mental hospital and basically just I've been losing my shit. You know, all I can say is pretty much the creature started at this very moment understanding that I should not talk to Jewish people or I should not be gay. He once showed me a video on YouTube saying like what don't look at me, don't look at this guy, look at me. And the whole basic was of the intro showing the gay flag or should I say LGBT flag, and then saying that you should not be part of the gay flag, the gay community, because it would ruin your life and all that. You should be more with Jesus Christ because it would save your life. From my personal experience, it did nothing. It just got worse. So yeah. Um, as a satanic person myself, I don't fucking think that I'm an atheist and satanic at the same time. But yeah, I don't fucking think that Christianity is really gonna help much to me and for other people. My dad understood that, and has still respect for me because I'm his son, obviously. But that's not all. My father does not care what I am, as long as my mental health is okay, and as long as I am okay, and I have a good life. That's what he cares about. Nothing else. That's That's what a good dad does. My dad has taken care of me for the past 15 fucking years. I have been betrayed by my own fucking mother and my sister for a couple of years by now, and I prefer to live to my father because I have good trust with this guy. So, moving on, I personally think that Christianity is not a really good thing to do, but if you like to be that, I respect it. As long as you don't force me or shove stupid stuff on my face, I'm fine with it. But here's the worst part. Coming back to lacreatura, this is where I have experienced quite a lot of mental issues with this guy, especially when I've been trying to one day have a communication with her girlfriend. He had that behavior that was like he was about to snap. So the context was I wanted to be a friend with her girlfriend, thinking that it would be okay. Once that fucking happened, lacreatura's girlfriend came in the room while I was in a VC with lacreatura, and guess what happened? That's right, lacreatura snapped and fucking said, "Why the fuck did I add her girlfriend?" I said I just wanted to be friend with her because I thought it would be cool, you know? This is where shit has gone too far, and he has overheated, as we say, overreacted in a more perspective way. His reactions with things are getting overwhelmed too much. Personally, I don't think that it's a good thing. From socialization to, communicating with people, I think that it's too much. He does not socialize enough. He used to work in a bar that he have never came back to and never told us about. Last time I asked him, he just said, "No, I quit this job," or whatever the fuck. But that's not the only fucking thing. Ever since then, he stays in his fucking house, being a lazy piece of shit and talking to minors. And, manipulating minors into believing in Jesus Christ, which, that's a big no-no. And, I used to have a girlfriend. She is now part of the lacreatures community. We'll talk about that, later on. We used to be in a relationship together, and it has been gone held by lacreature because lacreature made the message to me, and this is you guys might think it's out of the context. It's not. Once in a while, I used to date that person. I come back with her, and I explain her this whole situation that happened with lacreature. This is where I got fucking betrayed. And this is where I understood that lacreature is ruining my fucking life. So the thing is, that's basically grew upon something that my friends are being brainwashed by lacreature, and they actually believe that I am in quotes unquote, a pedophile. I am not a pedophile. I cannot be a pedophile. Again, like I say, I am a minor. A minor cannot be a pedophile. A minor cannot be accused of being a pedophile. I don't think so. So, I already got enough problem. He even fucking said in the video that I've gone in jail. Let's not talk about this. All I can tell you is, yes, I have done something pretty illegal, and I have went to jail. Or, as I should say, I basically got to court. Now, I want to admit things that is pretty important to say. Yeah, I fucked up, and I will not consent to do it again. The other thing is, lacreature is basically attempting to make me get back in jail and just ruin my life. Pretty much, because I did one time tell him on his alt account, "You should, I dare you, tell all my friends to hate me. Brainwash all my friends into hating me. I dare you." Because I wouldn't actually believe he would do that
Well. Looks like he actually did. To this very day, honestly, having exposing me for various false information and for a reason that I've apparently manipulated my girlfriend for, which is not even true at all. I've tried my best to be super nice to her, and all she did was venting to me, was being a bitch to me, ruining my life, basically. So, listen, if you're gonna be here and cry, being a crybaby all the day, and fucking think that the creature is better than me, well then fuck you. Cause all I wanted to do was to make your life better. But I guess I wasn't the right person, so have a good life and fuck off. Basically, leave my life alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, the thing with the going on with lacreatura, I honestly think that he doesn't have a fucking brain, because grooming minors into hating me and thinking that I'm an actual pedophile when I'm also a minor, but maybe mentally unstable to a level where I can take joke too seriously and overheat, basically overreact, be super intensive, be mad, that kind of shit. Lacreatura is just gonna be like that, and the fact that you actually think that I'm a pedophile and think that I'm 20 years old is not fucking true. I actually showed you my identity card once. I actually thought you would believe me. Yet you did. You actually believed me, because I am not fucking with you right now. I am being fully honest. I have showed my actual identity card, which shows my birth, my real name, and so on and on. I have doxed myself. I have done this for a good reason. And I honestly don't care if I dox myself as much as I do it nowadays. It's good to say that, lacreatura knew from the very beginning I was 15 years old. You have just decided to fake it for me, to ruin my life, to make people think and actually believe that I am a pedophile. So yeah, forcing people. Here's the thing: forcing people into being a Christian, being a pedophile yourself. You're 20 years old. You have said to minors that you've been jerking off too much, and so on and on. What's next? Are you gonna go to a fucking mental hospital or something? Or you're just gonna be an idiot and believe in Jesus Christ stuff? Because you think that therapy is evil. It's not gonna fucking help you at all. Because, honestly, I fucking think that the best to you is to get help. Seek help. Do not fucking go and start fucking crying to me and start fucking saying, what? I am doing my best to help you out. You have ruined my life, and you have, forced so much, done so much for nothing. All of this was for nothing. You worthless piece of shit. I understand that, yes, I'm a dickhead, and I've honestly betrayed so many people upon days and fucking years. I understand. I am pretty aware of what I've done in the back. That back is now ashes. It's no longer a real fucking thing. Why? Because I have changed. My mental issues have changed. You don't understand that. Why? Because you have a stupid brain. You have a brain of a 5-year-old. You are not aware of this. Why? Because you love to fucking fake shit on the internet. Oh, my name is Kate Stevenson. I am 20 years old, and I love to harass people on the internet. That's not a person. That's not a fucking good thing to do. Oh, and plus you're Christian. So, you're officially a sinner. You are not a real Christian. Because all you do is a sinner. You all do sin. Just shut the fuck up, man, and grow the fuck up. Telling me to grow up, my brother in Christ. I think you should grow the fuck up. I honestly have done so much to get myself in a better mental health, and you just ruined it. So yeah, go fuck yourself, dude. You are not a real Christian, and you are not a good person. Mentally, you are a manipulator. That's all I'm gonna end it with. Donnie, what do you have to say to this?
With my case of with lacreature, well, first I'll say lacreature is a complete douchebag, needs therapy and such like that. But with my case with lacreature, he pretty much never forced me into Christianity and supported and was there for me when I was in my suicidal states. But what bugged me is that he was defending a transphobic person, and it was also like, oh, it's trauma. He's traumatized by a trans person. No, that's just an excuse for your transphobia. I'm not sorry to say that as someone who's trans themselves, you don't use that as an excuse for your transphobia. No ifs or buts about it.
True, honestly. Forcing people into believing in Jesus Christ is enough to be an asshole. And yeah, we have this LGBT thing going on. Why don't you respect it? Oh, because you don't like it. Well, then fuck you. But then
Exactly.
at this point, you don't have to shove Bible shit and make an excuse about somebody who I'm very familiar with named Zachy Boy, protecting him and fucking say, oh yeah, just because he doesn't like trans people is because of the past. Well, here's the thing. Didn't Chelsea get fucking, like, at some point groomed by a trans person and now you're blaming shit on us because of this? Motherfucker, man, I just don't understand what kind of popularity are we living in, man. Are we living with retards or are we living with people who have a brain like me?
I don't know at this point. Oh yeah, speaking of Zachy Boy is the one that the creature was defending for a while, and I don't know if they're still friends or not. I
They
wouldn't
are.
be. Oh, they are. I'm not surprised. I'm not sorry to say this, Zachy Boy, you're a transphobic person. Lucretia, you're still transphobic as well, and you're homophobic as well. End of discussion.
Yeah, pretty much about it. Postal, I guess I'll call you that. So I remember you said from the beginning of the call you heard from what the creature had been protecting a pedophile. You want to talk about
Yes.
that?
I do not
One of
remember this.
this is new information. One of my associates, I'm gonna say, who has ties to the creature, who I have connected again with, has he just said to me, he asked creature if it's as a Christian allowed to beat up a pedophile because a pedophile was sending a 7-year-old actually on Discord a video of him pleasing himself, and creature said let God handle it, even though the exact pedophile deserves that beating because that child will never unsee that,
Yeah.
and it's real, by the way. And the pedophile, my
Yeah.
associate was talking about, doesn't live all that far from him. Is in the same country and not really far. And he was planning to beat him up, the pedophile, by the way.
I'm
And
mentally.
creature
Oh,
just said,
sorry.
"Let God handle it."
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry to say this. Pedophiles deserve to be burned to the stake. They should be put to the death penalty. Should be shot in the head and especially burned alive.
At this point, same thing for zoophiles. I have nothing else to say, perhaps. The same thing with zoophiles. Um, for fellow people there that are currently watching this and are themselves identifying themselves as a zoophile, seek help, really, or burn alive. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that
Because
Personal thing. I personally think pedophiles and zoophiles deserve the execution.
I mean, if you want to go
I don't
that far,
think they
go for
need
it.
to. Yeah, I will gladly go that far.
Yeah.
I own multiple animals, and I would never, ever in a million years would do anything to them. They're basically a
literally
second
have a
part of my
farm of
family. That's
I
how much
literally
I
have a
love them.
farm of baby cats, so I wouldn't do the same thing. I'm literally a fucking father to 6 baby cats. How could I be a zoophile in the first place? Because I do not have that mental illness of head shit going on at the moment, and it's not going to be the case. Why? Because I have a fucking therapist, I have a psychiatric, and I even have a psychotherapy going on right now. So there's no way this is going to be happening. Not at all. So yeah, coming back to lacreatura and all this accusation fucking fake shit, I am not a pedophile. Again, and for people who have been saying I'm like a narcissistic and all that shit, I'm a manipulator. I have apparently groomed or forced somebody into date me. None of this is fucking real. All I wanted to do was to be in a relationship with, or coming back in a relationship with somebody. Uh, she didn't want it to, so I said, that's fine. We can be friends if you want. And she said, fuck you. So I said, okay, have a good life. Let's talk whenever you want, or never again. Um, so yeah, all I gotta say to this is, I am not the one who has ruined her life. I am not the one who has brought shit upon her fucking self. I am the one who has doxed her before. Yes, but I am not the one who has been doxed by her. That's not fucking true. She did leak my phone number before, and she did ruin my life, or at least attempted to ruin my life. Good thing is, I don't care. I mentally know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. So yeah, no, don't have to kill myself to this. Um, but being accused of a fucking pedophile, I'd rather be shot in the fucking head, other than hearing this bullshit, because it's been spreading for quite a while now, for to a small community, friends by friends, thinking that I'm a pedophile. It's just insane, man. It's just, what the fuck?
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stop it here.
Yeah.